show you what it means. Hey, you know I got a team. Know I got a team. Ain't no game in between. Hey, you know I got a team. Know I got a team. Ain't no game in between. Hey, you know I got a team. Welcome to the league, now that's my family. That's more than DNA, no NDA. You know I gotta speak, I'm on my odyssey. Just watch me wave, then I partisan. So honestly, quick and stick pointing straight. Who this gotta be? Bring it to the table. Can't buy me with no peso. Surrounded by them Dracos. Through hell but kept my halo. Had to battle that. Watch me handle that. I kept my soul intact. I almost lost my mind with my brother Pat. You can't hold me back. And I'm back again. Follow the steps of my savior. You know I'm stepping in. I make disciples from rivals. Drop the idols. Bring revival. Got the title. On a high note. Now I kindly came to remind them that it's really him. When God told me to be the light, I think I impressed him. I don't give pearls to swine, but this time I'm go bless him. I got plenty reasons every day to worry, but I'm not a stressor. I bully the devil a lot, he extra, I gotta press him. I become a diamond under all this weight, so I like the pressure. I felt that spirit in me after one taste like a wine tester. I say I'm the light, but compared to Christ, my light is lesser. But I'm about to let it loose like I'm in the last trimester. In every storm, all I ever did was just call him. And he came for me, this God house, but we all connected like apartments. And he paid the least, be vigilant and be cautious with your choices. Let God take the lead, gotta shine your light every time you encounter darkness. That's when snakes retreat. Speaking of snakes, I slithered away from desires I've had for fame. We changing the game, but really it only could change whenever we lived in his name. Jesus, we gotta be unashamed compared to the wicked, we can't be the same. We gotta step out of all of the chains, let go of the blame, cause we got that flame. We really got that flame. That flame. That flame. That flame. Really got that flame. That flame. That flame. That flame. Really got that flame. That flame. That flame. That flame. Really got that flame. That flame. That flame. That flame. Okay, G.O.D. know the deal. Pull up on a demon and lean out the window. I'm asking the spirit to hold the wheel. When I let the semi part, I hit the milli route. I need to learn how to hold it still. He trying to box with the bros. I be in the roast with the holy field. That line went over their head, but that's fine if they don't know what I said. I don't fight, I just rest in God. Nap time, but I'm going to bed. Whoa, I touched my pin, boy, you gon' know. They just moved in, they sleep on the floor. I got that flame, I got that fire, foot, love. Okay, I might just get them flames burning. I've been serving, never done praising, the enemy working. Spreading perversion, moving around, spreading different versions. He be trying to get up in our brain like a surgeon. By God's strength, I am working. My God's peace is for certain. I am not pleased, he be curving the scripture. Like in cursive, I'm trying to be more than just surface. I told God he could clean up my heart, he could take out whatever's allergic. Su fuego, I don't play though. I got authorities with the great flow, squeeze it, teaming up like he was Play-Doh. He trying to live in me to get his place going. That flame, that flame, that flame, really got that flame. That flame, that flame, that flame, really got that flame. That flame, that flame, that flame, really got that flame. That flame, that flame, that flame, really got that flame. I gotta answer the mission. I can't pay attention to people that just want attention. I know some people that listen that hate that I'm gifted, but they never want to admit it. But all of the children are gifted. That's why he invented us. We gotta tap in the spirit. We cannot keep comparing ourselves to nobody else. We gotta check the intentions. My faith was invisible. He had to stretch it out more than a syllable so I could illustrate it like a visual. Now I'm in purpose when it's unintentional. I'm on fire for grace. It's critical. Hot as an oven. My spirit conventional. All of my wrongdoings are repentable. Unforgivable. That's irresistible. Kid with the kingdom. They can now rise up against her. She got a father that's fit for his daughter, and she is too rude. Lucy! Hey, Lucy means the devil. Just for anybody who doesn't know.
Committed Up next, the Warriors taking on the Raptors. For the Golden State Warriors, the best in the business all season long. The cream of the crop. They look to continue that dominance tonight. Raptors, Warriors, coming right up after this. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. All right, a chance to check out stats for Grady Dick.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. We've got Stephen Curry. Jimmy Butler is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then it's MP. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. And for Toronto, in at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Grady Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5 down low. RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we've only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
Dick passes to Mamu Kelishvili. No good from outside. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And here's MP for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. MP's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now
always be trying to whisper in my ear with it, saying I can have anything in the flesh if I sell my soul and let it control the rest. I can attest to the test and the temptation for the fame they attain. Your favorites embraced it. This is entertainment with an entertainment. Hate this satanic shit with the A-list. Yeah, that's something I can never become. If I was gonna do it, it'd already be done. I was cleansed by the blood and the death of the son. I give you the gospel, you should listen for once. Yeah, I know I'm a sinner getting better slowly. I know really a believer, I don't keep it low key, no need. Said I ain't making deals with the devil, boy, I'm holy. Saw me on the billboard, why y'all acting like y'all know me? I done been there, done that, so don't treat me like the old me. Y'all can keep your distance, now you only get the ghost to me. I ain't making deals with the devil, boy, I'm holy. Never thought that's really what you got, but at first you pray to feel lonely. Trying down on more than I can count, can't run away out, and it's killing me slowly.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Heading now into the final stages of the regular season. How excited are you for the playoffs, Doris?
BA, I absolutely cannot wait. This is always a long season, and there's a little bit of time left, but boy, can you feel the anticipation.
And so in the game for the Warriors, we've got Bogdanovich. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Jackson-Davis in at center. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
You know what time it is, everybody? Time to make some noise.
idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Mavericks, knocked out of that top 3, moving down to the 4th spot.
I think for the Warriors, they've been on a roll, victorious in their last 5 outings, really showing up their #1 seed status.
Here's Nba2k26, right now averaging 5.5 a game.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. After quickly.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Pass to Ingram. Kicks it to quickly. Clock at 6. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here, finding the strength and the legs to finish the season strong. How difficult is that to do?
Yeah, I think this is where, BA, you need your leaders and those veterans to guide the young players along, to encourage them to eat right, to get their rest, to take care of themselves mentally as well as physically.
And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Bogdan-Bogdanovic, and it's Alston in at the 1 spot. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, BA, the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Quickly, passes to Barnes. Here's Dick. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Kicks it to quickly. Can they get it? And again, no good by Toronto. MP drives in. And MP throws it down.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. As the end of the regular season draws closer, let's take a look at the latest power rankings. Taking a look at Dallas, knocked out of that top 3, moving down to the 4th spot.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they're putting together an impressive win streak, finding their groove down the stretch. I mean, they're putting it all together.
Now here's quickly. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Barnes finds Ingram. Lets it fly. And again, Toronto, no good.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
The shot's good. MP's got 14. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
Now here's Ingram. Hasn't made one yet. So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But
Here's quickly. Yet to see a basket. So on the floor for Golden State, Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then there's Butler. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
And so here is Toronto following the score by Golden State. Outside Ingram. Barnes with a screen on Bogdanovic. 4 on the clock. Here's Ingram. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
And going back to high school in North Carolina, 4 state championships for Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, Brian, he made a name for himself early as the #2 pick in 2016. He was an all-star and then most improved in 2020. The question is, can he get back to winning at the highest level?
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. We talked about the mindset needed for squaring off against Jimmy Butler, and he wrote it. Jimmy is a firecracker. You don't want to set him off or he could explode in your face. I told our guys just to focus on the game and not get any extra motivation out there. We'll see if they prevent Butler from popping off. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And here are the Raptors now, looking for their first basket of the game. Quickly, passes to Ingram. Toronto needs to get off a shot here.
It's time for grown-ups and time for Christmas to start standing on the main stage.
And the Raptors with possession. Looking for the first basket of the game. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Butler. Stephen Curry's out there with MP. Then there's Bogdanovic. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's quickly Jimmy Butler making his last shot. To end the drought. A shot. Good from Quickly.
That's about activity, determination, quickly finishing strong.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Allie, we appreciate the update.
Here's Quickly. giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Trace Jackson-Davis. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic, and it's Butler in at the power forward position. Golden State has gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to...
For me just to hear the say so off top line style, oh, they know, right? Yeah, I did come in to play, right? I can't let
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Different look here for the Warriors. Nurkic checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Gordon comes in for Butler. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the 2-tip?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it can also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a... Huh?
Space, force through your tape. We fast forward, we came through that time warp. Your foreheads look like warp. Everybody look confused, huh? How do we make these moves, huh? How do we always improve, huh? No, we ain't nothing like you. We on top cause we don't stop and all we do is gradual. Everyone's so grouchy cause they puppets and we animals. We don't whine, we just break bread with the team, holy mackerel. Know us, then we reign and better grab a boat. We a different breed, talking alien. Survivor of the fittest and we play to win. Grab another bounty and get paid again. Then we fade into the dark like a gradient. Dark like a gradient. Dark like a gradient. Space, force through your tape. We fast forward. We came through that time warp. Your foreheads look like warp. Everybody look confused, huh? How do we make these moves, huh? How do we always improve, huh? No, we ain't nothing like you.
Don't get all over me. Mom, can you turn my light, please? Mom! Stop! You're on purpose. Turn the light. No, stop!
Particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Aaron Gordon out there with Moody. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's MP in at the one spot. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
Let's check in.
I can see that from a mile away. You can step my money about a mile away. I got to me go with the roll like a sharp shirt. And all of my call it fire face. She looking back like I'm blessing face. No way. And lick.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
So on the floor for Golden State, Aaron Gordon is out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's MP, then it's Moses Moody, and it's Pajemski in at the 2. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Minnesota was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Here's Nunez. Pass to Fisher. 6 on the shot clock. And again, Toronto, no good.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Of course, while he's selective about it, Yusuf Nurkic has added a three-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next. And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Yusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, BA, the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Gordon, the pass to MP. Drops in the three. MP's got 26 points.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Here's Walter. No points yet.
Hey, yo, shout out to the NBA.
In a spaceship, moving through an asteroid field. You can tell we rock. You can tell we rock. You know Timber got a rifle, Topher is dual wield, and we got it knocked. Yeah, we got it knocked. That's in the base. Rappers in space, something sour for your face. Go give me your case. Got invaders to erase. Bumping those 808s. Grab a new pair that we lace. Then we gotta walk right out this place. Yeah.
My motion say, don't feel bad, I told the kid. Do not say my acronym. I don't play, I'm overstitched. All of you boots get broken in. With every lane we open it. Put a rubber in a black hole in that. Rappers in space, you knew the risk. No games with us.
Paper and dust with the gas in the chamber. No blanking with us. You never gotta do what you did with it. You act like one. Gotta find out what is making it rust. Hurry, you don't wanna go too far. Find a new star that's basement to trust. Then you can hear what's placed in us when we appear in amazing rush.
We all rappers here. Best under the atmosphere. Pressing around the stratosphere. Just know that my strap is here. Whoa, got in my country, I'm feeling devoted. A picture for every one reason I wrote it. An officer take the reaction was good, and I signed a deal, making sure that it's known.
In the spaceship, moving through an asteroid field. You can tell we rock. You can tell we rock. You know Timber got a rifle, Topher is dual wield, and we got it knocked. Yeah, we got it knocked. That's in the base. Rappers in space, something sour for your face. Go give me your case. Got invaders to erase. Bumping those 808s. Grab a new pair that we lace. Then we gotta walk right out this place. Yeah.
When I was in DC, there were millions seeking justice. Marching through the streets, holding the line, nobody budging. Reached the Capitol, taking selfies, officers bludgeon. Now they wanna say Topher, your song the reason why they bugging. Can't believe you wanna blame us, cause a couple ignoramus. Me and Dope was rocking stage taping. When they broke inside the place, all the fake that you can save and save it. If you wasn't in the radius, even when the song was taken down, climbing billboard twice now.
Put the mic down, they don't want us on an airway. We don't wanna do it their way.
Beginning his commands that you walk in love. I say this because many deceivers who do not acknowledge Jesus Christ as coming in the flesh have gone out into the world. As such person is a deceiver and the Antichrist. Watch out that you do not lose what we have worked for, but that you may be rewarded fully. Anyone who runs ahead and does not continue into teaching of Christ does not have God. Whoever continues in the teaching has both the Father and the Son. If anyone comes to you and does not bring this teaching, do not take them into your house or welcome them. Anyone who welcomes them shares their wicked work. I have much to write to you, but I do not want to use paper and ink. Instead, I hope to visit you and talk to you face to face, so that our joy may be complete. The children of your sisters, who is chosen by God, sense their greetings. Wow. Children of your sisters. Wow. That is strong. That is strong.
No, my space, that's their space.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Moses Moody is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Alston in at the point guard. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Minnesota was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. He was really...
Said we better get there before it's ruined. That cheese, now move this clean. I'm balancing out with Seas, that cheese. Hit the two and give it a squeeze. Getting the Grinch. Yeah, we be getting the Grinch.
Full 24-second shot clock. 54 seconds left now in the first quarter. That's tipped. Stolen by MP. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
And it's Toronto's ball. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, the crowd noise can make it hard to execute your offense on the road, but they did a great job playing their game.
And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got Yusuf Nurkic. MP is out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Moses Moody, and it's Gordon in at the power forward position.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Walter, defended by Pajemski. Pass to Murray Boyles.
"16 seconds left in the first. And it's Fisher in the corner. Another miss by Fisher.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that...
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Puts up a deep three.
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the...
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
With the offense firing on all cylinders, they dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
They've got Grady Dick, Walter out there with Fisher, and Murray Boyles in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Mommy, I don't feel this.
You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Timberwolves was outstanding.
What'd you say, Mom? What? You said, look up. Where'd you go? Mom. Where'd you go? What'd you say?
Don't touch my slip up, or you will walk the wrong way. Right enemy lines, feeling the endless times. They say two lives matter.
They've got Walter, and it's Dick in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight."
So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before.
That's what we gon' bring. Well, we with that merge. We'll go with that gold. Break it, Mr. Kerr. All the side do we hold. We do kings. We don't need a thing. Yeah, we got these gifts. That's what we gon' do. It's something like this.
On the floor for the Warriors, Aaron Gordon is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Alston in at the point guard position. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender, because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. On the floor for the Warriors, They've got Aaron Gordon. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Kuminga, and it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Richard, looking at your career, 17 years in the league. How'd you survive the grind of a regular season that many years?
Well, one, you got to take care of your body, and two, evolution is the key to success. I was a different player when I was year 3 than I was at year 15. You have to continue to evolve.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double, a game that nobody will see.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Aaron Gordon out there with Kuminga. Then it's MP. Then it's Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positioned. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become...
In the law came, I was so convicted, now I'm banging at the door. Jehovah's Witness. Weapon for like Draco. Can't pop me like Fago. Dancing like David and Fabo. God prepare me a table. Devil can't block me Lego. I'm a soldier boy like Draco. This is Tango.
And so here is Toronto. In the second quarter, held scoreless. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer.
A lot of people think you shoot much better at home, but if you really look at the league-wide stats, it's only about 2 to 3 percentage points different on average.
We've got Grady Dick, and it's Murray Boyles in at power forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
You know, words sometimes don't...
Go down, I'm ready. Hashtag you. I was like 15 feet tall. Y'all know this. He only hate.
No, we
And so Fisher will bring it up for Toronto. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Aaron Gordon out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Kuminga in at the 3, the small forward. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of.
Making it bump like the 4th of July. Tearing down walls, no matter the size. I'm making it climb. I'm blaming the rebel inside. No waiting in line. Ready for mine. I'm ready for action. I'm done with the hiding. Ready for war with the giants. I'm bringing the silence.
Here's Fisher. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, BA, and why not take advantage? You have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
And so in the game for the Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's MP in at the 1. Toronto making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Butler's checked in. Golden State with the ball. They're on a 14-3 run. Oh, okay then.
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Here's Walter. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Minnesota was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, BA, the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Here's Ingram. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment.
Here's Dick. His last outing with 20 points. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on there.
The Raptors making a switch here. Larson.
Drip on my shirt, I can't find a wheel for a show. They trying to bring me to the ball, they trying to bring lights to the dark. They playing get hard, playing like hard, they get hard, shooting like hard.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Butler. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Aaron Gordon, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. If you had to say, Richard, what's the most critical? Big picture question, Doris. What do you think of the direction of the game?
I love where the game is. Players have never been more skilled. The three-point shooting and the tough shot making is at its highest level. And I think the physicality that's slowly being reincorporated is perfect.
Just 2 to shoot. And again, Toronto, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Walter out there with Dick. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Murray Boyles in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Minnesota was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. Victory eluded them the last time they faced the Warriors.
They were blown out by this squad last time. Could not stop the bench from scoring. That was the difference.
Nurkic's shot is good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
MP with the block.
Strong defense. MP just understands when he should try to go after the block.
Hits the trifecta. Austin's got 45 points. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, B.A. That's just not fair.
Now here's Ingram. He had 9 points in his last time out. Here's Murray Boyles. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Here's Austin. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Dick. Hits the front of the rim and out.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's MP. He has 45 points. Pass to Gordon. There's the three. And again, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Here's Murray Boyles. And here's Ingram outside. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. Curry's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Austin with a bucket.
And the 3-ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Ingram with the ball. Still no points. Pass to Murray Boyles. Now here's Dick to halt the run.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Curry. Jimmy Butler is out there with Gordon. Then it's MP. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForge courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Minnesota was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human.
Okay. You said so. What do you mean?